Joe, talk about the result last time out, man. I mean, getting the win. How important was that for you to maybe, silence critics, to get a monkey off your back, to prove something? I mean, was that a big one for you?
Yeah, I think. It was definitely it was a good one for sure. Like the critics are the critics, and I can't even really say much about it. My MMA record's shit. My accomplishments, I think, speak for themselves across both sports. I've had ups and downs, and I think that I'm already known as that guy that's going to go in there and bring it every time and take those risks, and sometimes they pay off, sometimes they don't. And that's really like the last thing I want to say about my record. I'm just moving forward. So moving forward, that was a really important step. And one of my coaches, Jafari Veneer, always talks about, like, you just got to trust the process, and process is one fight right after the other, and showing the improvement. I think the media definitely noticed, MMA Junkie and some of the other outlets really talked about that a lot. And then, this fight, I'm fighting a guy that has 30 professional MMA fights. The last guy was 4-0. Took it on short notice. I believe my original opponent had a little more experience than that, but when you're 2-5, you can't really, what are you going to ask for? So fighting a guy with 30 professional fights under his belt, whether you think he's good or not, it's a lot of experience. So this is step 2 in that process.
How challenging is it for you? I mean, to be at such a high level in one sport and then to come in and be a novice in another? I mean, I got to think mentally it's tough to take a step back. Is it difficult for you to, I don't know if you have to put your pride or your ego aside? I mean, how hard is it to make that transition?
I think it was for a really long time. And I think the reason it was so difficult was because I was always 1 foot out the door. It was like, I'm a kickboxer and I'm the best in the fucking world. Sometimes I'm an MMA guy and I suck, but don't worry, I'm a kickboxer. Now I'm like not a kickboxer anymore. So it's like sink or swim, and I got kids to feed and goals and shit to reach. So once I made that decision about a year and a half ago that I'm not doing kickboxing anymore, it's gotten a lot easier. Now I'm back to being the same aggressive, competitive person that I was before, and it's just in a different sport. So it's kind of rejuvenating in a way, because I get to learn. I'm excited to learn new things. I say it all the time, but like 15 years of kickboxing, like you're not learning a new technique or a new thing. You're like fine tuning like the nitty gritty, and it's like you only run so many miles and kick so many bags before you're like, fuck, I gotta do this again. So it's got its ups and downs. There's part of some MMA that do hurt my ego, and they are frustrating and suck. But you trust the process, and last time, the feeling afterwards, washing all the blood off in the shower, which was fucked up. Like, I took a shower, went downstairs, had beer, and my girl was like, dude, you got fucking blood in your ears. I go back upstairs and I shower again, and then I come back and like, oh, you got the shit on your neck. And I'm like, apparently I don't shower good. So,
that was the big lesson out of that one.
Yeah, but we're cool. We're cool.
Staying on this journey, I wonder, I mean, is it just about because this is where the biggest paychecks are available to you, or is it more, as you said, like it's something new to learn, it's something new to master, and it keeps you interested? Like, what made you make the switch full time? Just money, or something more?
It's both. I think when you talk about money, people get like disenchanted, and it's an ugly term. Say you're money motivated, people think it's a negative, but like, I had parts of my career before I like really made it, in big moments of my career, where like I had 86 cents in my account. Like, when you're borrowing money for gas to go to your fight, like when you say you're money motivated, it's not a negative. Like, I'll do fucking anything for money, and that is my motivation. I want to take care of my kids, and I don't ever want to go back to working a real job. And if I fuck up too many more MMA fights, I might have to find something else. So it's that, and then on the other side, I like to set. I was talking to Jamie actually the other day. Like, if people set a goal that's attainable, as soon as they get it, they stop and they don't grow anymore. I think that was one of the problems I had in my career early. Looking back, was first time I made like $150,000. I was like, made it, upset, and then you work so hard to get to that point, and once you get there, you kind of go stagnant or whatever. So I want to be the best, and I think that's going to drive me and carry me through for everything. But if I do, if we're playing chess, I want to beat your ass. For swimming, I want to kick your ass. If whatever I do, I want to be the best. And I think that is something I really like about myself, and I think that's what's going to carry me through to the big things. But yeah, I want that Conor McGregor money. You know what I'm saying?
No doubt. Preview matters, but you said, it seems like you got a lot of respect for the guy with the number of fights that he brings to the table. As far as stylistically and that sort of thing, I mean, how do you see this thing going?
I just think I'm a better fighter than him. I think my fight IQ is better. I think that I'm prepared for everything. Stylistically, I'm like so far beyond the whole concept of like I'm a striker, he's a grappler, he's gonna try to take me down, or he's gonna try to stand up with me, or we're gonna try and match you with two strikers. Like Melvin Manoff tried to take me down, Carvalho tried to take me down, Kato took me down. Like no matter how good the striker is, like they're gonna try to take me down. It's an MMA fight, so I feel like I'm ready for everything. I'm inviting the contact. My hands are gonna be high, I'm not biting on your shit. You're gonna try and take me down. We'll see how that goes.
Nice. Last thing for me, I mean, you're all in on this. I mean, this will be another big opportunity for you. I mean, ideal scenario, what do you want to happen this year? I mean, do you have a goal of number of fights, positions, that sort of thing? I mean, what do you see happening in 2019 for you?
And last year I fought almost no fights. Bellator, when I made the switch to MMA, Bellator was, I guess, I don't know what the situation was. I don't know, like jump and go out of lane on that, but I had a whole year to work really hard and think about it. And if you look back throughout my entire fight career, I'm the guy that wants to fight often. I want to fight 4 or 5 times a year. So I feel like last year I didn't fight at all. You guys owe me like 10 fights this year, but nobody owes me nothing, and I get that. Don't be mad at me. I'm just kidding, but I'd like to fight tomorrow. So as many fights as I can, and yeah, I'm ready and focused. I'm ready to prove that I'm ready and focused. So as many opportunities as I get, I'm taking them.
Coming off your win against Will Morris, how motivated were you in the training camp this time around, knowing that you're fully in on MMA and have already developed, really honed in on your skills?
I was motivated. I mean, I don't know that I'm more motivated than I was going into that one. I just feel like overall I'm much more motivated, and I'm putting in the work. Before wrestling practice was like, I don't want to do it. What excuse can I make not to do it? Now it's like it's part of the game. So yeah, I've been just I don't know how to answer that question. It's
Sure.
the same. Just ready to fucking go.
Yeah. Do your kickboxer instincts still kind of try to jump to the forefront, or do you feel like all the MMA, like all around MMA training you've done, have really pushed that instinct a little bit further back?
I mean, if I'm being honest, which I always seem to be, whether it's good or bad, but as much as my MMA has improved, my striking has dropped, and I think that's just the way it goes. And I can't worry too much about that. But if I'm honest, I work on my kickboxing way less than I used to, and the fight week, it's stressful. I noticed it last time. This time, I'm like a little more comfortable with it. But like normally, fight week when I'm hitting pads and shit, I'm like fucking so sharp and so ready and so good. And now I'm like, it's not nearly as good as it used to be. But it's a total aspect, and I think that I've been in the ring with the best kickboxers in the world, like the absolute cream of the crop. And I've been in the stressful situations, cutting weight, knowing I was going to be in with those guys. And I think that my overall fight IQ is so far ahead of so many people in this industry because of that. If I can just put them all together correctly, I think it all pays off. I think one thing that's really helped me out a lot since making that transition has been I've been brought on as a coach with like the best MMA guys in the world, and that's happened a lot over the past few years. But like when I was working with some of the guys years ago, I didn't care about their wrestling practice or what they were going to tell me because I wasn't what I was doing. But now it's like working with Cowboy, working with Mickey Gall, working with Bomba Vasconcelos. Like I show them one thing, and I'm really paying attention and picking their brains. And I think my overall that has boosted my MMA fight IQ quite a bit.
Awesome. Thank you.
Perfect.